We are brought up knowing that men are more dominant, masculine, strong, and competitive, whereas women are more feminine, gentle, and petite. Starting at birth, we are brainwashed into believing and identifying with these two categories known as our gender: boy versus girl, blue versus pink, basketball versus ballet.
Media needs to stop objectifying women in the sports world and to stop portraying them as weak individuals. We need to make sure the media is literate of the problem it is creating and implementing when it portrays women as being weaker than the opposite sex.
We played a game of Spot the Difference. Of these two tennis stars, our results were astonishing. Notice the difference in arm exposure, breast exposure, leg exposure, clothing material, and clothing articles. Not convinced? Well, how about spot the difference with American football? Here we have a picture of women's league compared to men's league. Once again, we have obvious indicators of gender difference, such as breast exposure, padding, leg exposure, clothing material, and stomach exposure.
Not all magazines are as bad as we think. Examples of this is shown in Time magazine, where women are shown as athletes and not sexualized objects. Women are raising up in the world as they make a stand for equality within sports. Sports inequality affects all of us. It permeates your society at individual, one-on-one levels, as well as institutionalized, structured ways. Before we can propose a solution for sports inequality, we need to make public what is really happening in the sports world and make a statement towards women's equality.
You let me play.
You let me play sports.
I will like myself more. I'll have more self-confidence.
If you let me play sports.
If you let me play.
If you let me play.
I will be 60% less likely to get breast cancer. I will suffer less depression.
If you let me play sports.
I will be more likely to leave a man who beats
If you
me.
let me play.
I will learn to be strong. If you let me play sports.
Women are every bit as strong, powerful, athletic, and talented as men, and deserve a fair chance in the real world to show this. They cannot be shown as bikini models on the covers of sports magazines when they should be shown for their true athleticism. Gender cannot be defined as what type of athlete you are. As a girl, you can be a wrestler; as a boy, a gymnast. Just because you are of the opposite gender than the majority in the sport does not mean you are less of an athlete. We live in a new era of athletes and are able to change the definition of gender in the sports world. We are able to erase the lines separating male and female athletes and give women a fair chance to rise up in the new world.